Okay. We started the day out with warning Indra of an upcoming plan to steal the cauldron we just sold him. And we went over to insert building name here. And told him about who we overheard, Prudence. And with our combined efforts, we managed to identify Prudence, and Indra pulled him in. We talked for a bit. We didn't get very much information on Prudence. We did get the name Xavier Morley. Important name. And we searched them, got the key to the house, went and searched their house, robbed them of all their stuff. Most importantly, a flying snake and a crypt cipher with the Thieves' Camp book and a bunch of letters and correspondences. We know they're looking to replace the speaker. They're looking at which families might take over, and it seems that possibly ZV. This seems to be their best bet. And after that, we went off down to the Wet Trout, talked to Scython. And Scython forged a letter for us to keep the Zentrum off our back for a little bit. Probably won't last too long, but gives us some time. And Scython gave us some information on who he thinks Xavier really is. Quote, some punk ass that owes him money. He resides in Targos. Works for fishing captain in Targos. We left the Wet Trout. We go and spy on my husband. And Electra came face to face with him in a scary moment. And Electra overheard a conversation between Zara and the guard. And after they left the room, they had left they had left the window open, so two of us went into the window.
All right, go ahead and take that that inspiration as you all are inside the building. Realized that I didn't do any introduction. We just kind of went right into recap. Hello and welcome everyone. It's another exciting session of Icewind Dale. I'm your Dungeon Master Walt Maniac C. The person who just handled the recap was our Inu, who plays like Hemlock. I've also got Kaito, who plays Electra, and Nyla, who plays Alex. It's been a year since we done this, so we're a little rusty. I mean, it hasn't. Well, it has been a year on a calendar, but not like chronologically. A passage of 12 months. Yeah, we didn't play this since 2022. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, you all are inside the manor with Electra and Lark inside of Zara's office, and Alex waiting outside the Vasham estate, kind of keeping an eye on things, being the lookout. And if anything goes wrong, they'll come busting in. Electra, since you had scoped the place out a little bit, you were able to clock like some of the Zentrum agents in the building, so you know mostly where they are in the building, as well as like what they're kind of like looking over. You're not sure on the total numbers of people in the house, but you at least know where they are, so if you want to confront them or you want to avoid them, you know how to move around in that way. Additionally, I did say in the Discord chat that we'll be handling stealth a little interestingly today. So the way I typically run crit rules allows for a lot of like quick kind of damage. And with Lark being an assassin, especially one at level 5, that's gonna be a lot. So what I've decided is, because these guys are just kind of like normal thugs, for Lark, if you want to sneak up on people and like shiv them, that is an opportunity. And it will count as like an auto crit, because they are surprised by you if you sneak up on them. Whether or not that kills them outright, we'll have to decide based on the amount of damage dealt. But I'm willing to be lenient here because this is an interesting plan that you all have devised of just sneaking directly into this estate. And with Electra being invisible as well, I am fully like on board with Electra, like just like grabbing people and be like shh 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 shh, just dragging them away.
Very gently snapping their neck.
Just shop. Oh fuck. Oh, I didn't mean to do it that hard.
Look, I did it again.
Luckily, there's plenty of places you can throw bodies, so.
So true.
Yeah, I will turn the floor over to y'all, and just let me know how you are proceeding, and we'll figure it out from there. Ahead of you, Electra, you do know that there is one guard in the dining room.
Yeah, right here.
The door is closed between the office and the dining room. However, you all can open it and proceed forward. Since you're invisible, like, you're going to be pretty well hidden, and with Lark's ability to climb on walls, there's definitely an easy way to get in there. Just let me know how you all are planning on trying to avoid detection from this guy. This could be anything from we just want to stealth around him to we're gonna kill him.
I think first, before we leave this room, I think me and Electric turns to you. He's like, "You want like search this room, see if he's got any." Like,
That was the plan, yeah.
Yeah. You go look around. I'll help you.
Oh, there's the desk.
Go ahead and make me an investigation check with advantage because Electra's providing the help action.
Yeah, me and my huge brain are helping.
Investigation.
Your huge brain and your big eyes. You're just like, oh, look at that.
My ability
It's
to reach
shiny.
things really high. Yeah, literally.
Your ability to point at stuff and go, that.
So at 13.
13. Wait, that's with advantage?
Yeah. First roll was a 6.
Oh, okay, I see you rolled it on roll 20. You can use your dice, by the way, if you do want to use them. Like, that is an option. I do allow
Not
that.
be
'Cause I
cursed
trust
by
you.
roll 20?
Yeah, if you don't want to be cursed by roll 20, like, I will allow this without you having to burn your inspiration.
Alright. So, what is my... I don't
That
think
one.
I'm very smart. Plus 4. So that's a 22?
You're pretty smart. Yeah,
damn.
you're able to find quite a few things. First off, being correspondences between Zara and the Zentarim, so you are able to confirm that ZV is, in fact, Zara Visham. Your husband is in league with the Zentarim to try and sow discord in East Haven, and they're planning on kind of like propping him up as like the new speaker for whatever their plan is. Then additionally you find correspondences with them about the main things you find about are just like, yes, mission reports about his activities in East Haven and his campaigning to become the new speaker, but the majority of correspondences you find are between him and Zentarim agents on where you are, what you're doing, and of course the kidnapping of Aryak. So it looks like he's been keeping tabs on you for a while.
That's unsettling. I will pocket the papers.
All right. Outside of that, y'all do find a small, like, little lockbox inside the desk. It's locked, but if you're plan on, you could either pick the lock or you could just find Zara and take the key off him.
Oh, that's all.
I'm so good at picking lock.
I mean, you're already planning on like moving through this place a bit, so like the likelihood of you finding him is pretty high, and if you want to deal with him, you could go ahead.
This is true, but I'm
I
scared.
want to see now.
Okay, yeah, if you want to see now, go ahead and pick that lock.
Lock picking is Dex.
Yep, it's a dex, and if you'll be proficient as a rogue, but if you have expertise in it, then even better.
Okay, let's see. Do I have X? Two proficiencies. Do not have expertise in this, so that's a nat 20. I want to see what the total is first, though.
Jesus Christ!
You're just like, yeah!
What is my total? Okay, plus 5, plus... So 28 in total.
For a little flavor text on this, I would like to think that Lark has picked this lockbox before, and you're just like, oh my god, he didn't even change the lock, and you're just like, click!
Exactly what happened.
Inside, question, when you left, did you leave behind your wedding ring, or did you take it with you?
I think she left it.
Inside the lockbox is your wedding ring, as well as 50 platinum pieces, and a few, like, private letters.
I read the letters.
Guessing what of that?
It's just, like, a lot of it is just, like, letters that he sent you during his courting process that I'm assuming either were unopened or returned to him. Although you can say for flavor, like, Lark did read them and was just like, that's great,
She resealed it. She resealed it and returned it.
So yeah, they are all here. And I would like to think, like, maybe one or two letters from you where it's just like, hey, please stop bothering me. Like, it's getting really unsettling. Like, I can't change my address, and I'm really tired of you sending letters here. There's, like, one or two, like, cease and desist letters from you that he has kept as well.
Fully, yeah.
This guy's fucking obsessed with you.
Yeah. I think it would have gotten better over the years, but... I'll put the box back.
Wait, can I have that wedding ring?
Can we have that wedding ring and that money?
Yeah, can I have those? If you don't want them, I'll take them.
Sure.
Doink.
But you can fit you.
It's 50 platinum pieces and a wedding ring.
We could sell off the wedding ring, probably. Is it a fancy wedding ring?
It's a very nice wedding ring.
Ooh.
If you can't just sell it to a jeweler who would just, like, easily resell it, you could always sell it to be melted down and the stones recut.
Mm-hmm. I pocket them. Like, it's so pretty. Alright, what the fuck are we doing now?
Do you think we should just try to take them out? Or should we come back later? There's 5 guards that we saw. Shouldn't be too hard to do with.
Do you remember where they were keeping your friend?
I haven't seen where yet. So it is a fine wandering point.
I think... It might be best if we bring... Wait, hold on. Let me see if I have any fucking magic left to... Oh, wait. No, yeah. I have so much magic. If you want, I can go run and get Alex real quick, and then Alex will sort of lag behind us. I don't know if they're as sneaky as us, but do you think you can? Do you reckon you can take this guard over here out all by yourself?
Let's, I'll look through the peephole if there's one.
Yeah, there is.
Do I see anyone else in the room, or is it just the guard?
No, it's just him.
Oh, yeah, I can take him.
Okay, I give you thumbs up. Okay, I'll go around, call for Alex, bring them in. You kill that guy.
Sounds like a plan.
Just to save time, I'm going to go ahead and move Alex's token here while you handle the murder. So, are you... Well, I guess you have to open the door to get in that room. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
I'm so stealthy. Light, I'm not... What is my modifier? Okay, I'm fine. That's a non-natural 20.
Yeah, he doesn't know that you're there. He seems really fixated on like there's like a little like tray right next, like there's like a little table right here, which is like their like tea serving tray. So there's like a little pot of tea, some cups, and like some little like tins of cookies. And he's just kind of like he's just on guard, but like every now and then you'll watch him just kind of like steal a glance over to cookie and like take one and just eat it. So he's just like he's very much like doing his job, but he's also like indulging himself. So you're able to kind of like sneak in while he's distracted. So since this is like if you're going to be melee attacking him, he will be surprised. I'll still say roll to hit just to see if you do, but if you do, it's an auto crit.
Okay. Is this with advantage because he's surprised?
I'll say since if this were an initiative, you would be going before him. Yes.
First one. What is my 2 hit? First one, without advantage, is a 20.
Yeah.
Not net.
Okay. Which weapon are you using?
Old reliable dagger.
Okay, old reliable dagger. Go ahead and roll me the damage, and I'll go ahead and start calculating the crit damage.
Okay.
Let's see. You are a 5th level rogue, so it should be like I think 3d6 sneak attack.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's 16 damage without.
So yeah, because it's. So you said that's 16 damage without the.
Without the crit. That's sneak attack added.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. So 16 plus 18 for sneak attack crit and 9 for dagger crit. So that'd be 27 plus 16. That'd be 43. Yes, that is enough to kill this man.
Awesome.
How would you like to flavor text your assassination as you just sneak into this room?
I imagine while he's getting a cookie, turns around and Lark is just there and slashes his throat out.
Okay. Yeah, as he has his mouth full and like he's literally mid bite, he turns around, he's like, and as he's like gasping for air, he's like sucking down crumbs, which is just further like stifling and like halting his ability to do anything. He's just like falls dead on the ground.
Now a place to hide the body. These curtains over here.
As you just kind of like drag him behind there, like blood leaking, just like a little drag mark.
And I'll go back in here to see if Electra's back yet.
I'll say right as you like re-enter the room, they're coming in through the window.
God's been taken care of. There's a little. God's dead.
Oh. Yeah.
There's also cookies out here.
Really?
Oh,
Wait, hold on. You
They
gotta
might
stay
have a little
focused.
blood on them.
what?
I've drank blood before. Is lying.
Oh,
You did drink that blood wine.
Oh wait, we did. Yeah.
you guys did.
Watch out, Alex. I've got a taste for it.
Uh.
Watch out.
Oh
The
no.
hunger.
Whatever will I do?
All right, so okay, Alex.
Yeah.
Here's a breakdown.
Yeah.
There's 5. No, looks at like 4 guards in here that we've
Okay.
been able to see.
Okay.
We kind of just said, "Fuck it,
Okay.
we're going in. We're gonna
Okay.
save this best friend." I'm
Okay.
turning southern.
Yes.
We're gonna kill him.
We're gonna get him. Fuck. We're going to we're just gonna try and get the go. Honestly,
Okay.
the main ones it seems we gotta worry about is Zara. You know, he's
Yeah.
he's like pissed right now. So do your best to avoid him.
Avoid him. Yeah,
Are
I
you-
can
are you
do
s-
that.
Were you sneaky?
No.
Sneaky. Okay, I can carry you on my back.
I'm average. Okay. Okay.
Cause am I good at stuff?
I can
You
always
are
scout
currently
ahead.
invisible.
She's
are,
just
but
staring
I forgot.
face forward, just talking. You're probably
Yeah.
to the left. Okay.
I'll carry you.
Okay.
Um,
Will that turn me
just
invisible or no?
floating through the air.
Is that just gonna make me floating?
That's a good point. Okay, you'll just stay a bit back. If we get in trouble, me and Locke will be the ones like in front because Locke's sneaky and I'm like this. So
You're. Oh, do I have to know it? Hold on.
you have to see
uh,
me to like do spells.
No. Not particularly. Some I have to. Not all of them.
How about can I like rip off a piece of the curtain and like tie it around my ankle so that Alex can see me?
Well, I mean, I'm familiar with it. I have locate object. I need to find you. I can find you.
Okay, I'll probably be sticking close to Locke, so whoever Locke is, probably with like within 30 feet, I'll be there.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's the plan right now. Locke, what'd you do with the body?
Point to the curtains. There aren't very many good hiding in here.
Mm.
Looks. Okay. That'll be a priority then. If we kill anything, we just gotta be sure to hide the body real good.
Okay.
Good. Just stay a bit behind us, so so that if we get our shit rocked, you don't also get your shit rocked at the same time. Yeah,
Okay.
cool. Locke, let's
So
do
are you
this.
ready?
Yeah.
Run ahead.
I get like 5 cookies.
Nosh.
Locke, is there anyone in particular you reckon? Nope. Do you think they might keep her?
This house doesn't have a dungeon, does it?
Not a dungeon, but they're like not far off of like the study, which is like over here. There is a small like side room for kind of storage, but you also know that like back in the day that when Zara would have a tantrum with a servant, he would typically take them there.
Okay.
And if this guy is... Well, seeing as you've already looked into his lockbox and seen that he has trouble breaking patterns and moving on, more than likely he's got them there.
Alright. So which one of these?
It is this one over here, right by the study.
Okay. Got a vague idea.
Alright. I'll follow you. Oh, first I guess we should see if there's anyone over here.
Over where?
Whoop. Forgot to let go of my token, sorry. Are there people in these doors over here?
Why is Electra so tiny?
You can certainly open them and check.
Can I press my ear up to it?
Yeah. There is no sound beyond the room, but you do hear some sound of movement, like, over here.
Ah!
Just sounds more like someone moving crates and stacking boxes.
Okay, we probably won't have to worry about that then. Go back to Lark and be like, there's one over there. But probably just like a 7 or something, so
Okay.
I think we're good to go in the hallway.
Yep. I will open the door slowly.
Okay, go ahead and make me a stealth check.
16.
Yeah, so you are concealed. You do notice that one of the guards that was, like, in the area outside the kitchen has gone ahead and moved. He is now at the end of the hall, kind of, like, watching the foyer. And off in the distance you can see kind of like a... Let me put him on the map. The butler for the Vasham estate kind of like going around like dusting a few antiquities, but he doesn't seem to be taking much notice of anything else. And the guard is just kind of like lazily watching him, but not really paying much attention to anything else.
Okay. I'll lean back into the kitchen and look over to Electra. There's a guard in here, and there's also a butler. I don't know if we have to kill the butler yet, but... definitely the guard.
Alright. You wanna... If there's a butler, how about you kill the guard, I'll go sneak up behind the butler. If he starts to make too much sound, I'll clap my hand over his face so he doesn't make any noise. And then you just kill him.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Give Alex a thumbs up. We're gonna kill 2 people. Also, there's someone in there. Be careful.
Thumbs up.
Okay. Electra, go ahead and make me a stealth check with advantage because you are invisible.
Yeezer. With my dice. Alright, Electra dice. That's so funny. I rolled a nat 1 and a 15. Oh my god. My stealth is a total of 16.
Yeah, you're able to sneak up behind the butler. He is very engrossed in his work, so he just doesn't really any creaking of floorboards is kind of just timed well with his own movement, as well as like the guard kind of shifting their weight.
Mm-hmm.
So you're able to kind of get up to him. Yeah, Electra, I'm not gonna, Lark, I'm not gonna have you roll again. You can easily get up to this guard here, and handle him however you would like to.
Yeah, we go up to him and dagger to the spine.
Okay, roll to hit again. If this hits again, this is like I said, it's a natural 20 because he's surprised.
Okay. 17.
Yeah, that hits.
Awesome. And 7, 8, 10, 15 damage?
Yeah, he is also dead. As you kind of like catch him right in like the kind of like the middle of his back, but as you graze his spine with your dagger, it kind of like nicks off to the side and like hits his lung and heart. So he's hemorrhaging and unable to breathe. So he's just kind of like and just hits the ground. And as the butler witnesses this happening, let me think about what he'll do, because I know that Electra's just like standing ready to fucking come down on him.
Yeah, my like hammer is summoned. I'm like that meme that's like
the Gallagher
life ends
hammer.
10 minutes from now. Just
standing over him, hammer raised, ready to turn.
Someone call an ambulance, but not for me.
He kind of witnesses this happening, and just upon seeing the body drop and see that the person behind them is Lark, he's just kind of like, "Mom," and just leaves. And I should clarify, he doesn't just like leave as in like he goes to another room. He fully walks out the front door and is just gone.
I heard you say mom, and I'm like, what?
He's a fancy British butler.
He's a fancy British butler, so he said ma'am, but it's like mom.
Yeah. Go over life like got rules. He knows. He knows.
He's on the up and up.
And I know he knows.
The room where it happened. Anyways,
he's on the level, guys. He's on the level.
He's pretty chill.
That's good.
Right. Do I want to put the body in this room? Maybe?
Sure.
Keep it out of the hallway?
Wait, listens.
There is no sound from inside.
Cool. Toss him in.
Yeet.
Alright, Alex is good to come out. There we go.
Nice. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna put a hand on you, Lark, and I'll give you guidance.
Nice. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I put my hand on Lark's other shoulder. I'm like, I can't do anything.
Oh, where are you?
I can't do anything.
I'm in the walls. Anyways.
Okay, so that's 2 guards down. Do you want to go?
Okay.
Or what room did you say it was down there?
Yes.
It's this room over here.
You want to try and just go there directly, and then I'll.
We all pretend to be the heroes on
Wait, where are the other guys? Hold on, I'm trying to see.
So you already
fucking big.
Yeah, you already know that there's 2 guards in this room. You know there is one more guard that was with Zara. You're not sure if they're with them now, or if they went to another part of the house.
Yeah, he's scary. I don't want to talk to him. Oh, there's one with the parents too, right?
There's 2 with the parents.
2 with the 2 with the parents. 1 with Zara.
Should we say the parents first?
Nah, fuck those guys.
What?
You ever met a good rich person? No offense.
Yes.
Okay, minus Log.
Yes.
My dad's pretty nice.
Elizabeth, I'm a good rich person.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay. How about we prioritize the one who's being like actively kidnapped, and then we'll deal with the old people. What are we gonna even do with the old people?
They can cause a distraction.
Are we going to kill him?
That's even more devious than me. I was just gonna be like, let him die. You're gonna use him as bait?
No, they can just help. Probably.
I don't know if they'd want to help him. How do you say son out?
I think they're scared of him. Yeah.
Okay.
Lock, go get that. Go. You know what? I'll go first because I'm invisible.
Okay, be careful.
Can I go over here, see if I see anyone or hear anything?
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
I'm so good at those. Okay, pretty average roll. Average. 11?
You don't see anybody. You do hear people. So you hear. We'll just call it the sounds of torture from this room.
Oh.
And you hear grumbling from this room.
Two different moods.
Interesting. Okay, I'll go back. I'll tell. Okay, in your room, I think they're torturing her like right now, and then in the other room, there's like rah 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 rah. So
You say I think they're torturing her right now, and it marks immediately.
Just
Well,
booking.
Give me a second.
I'm here. I'm with you.
I'm looking to see if I have anything that can help. Because I know I have something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit, where is it? Because we don't want to make noise.
Maybe
Oh yeah, if you have
silence or pass without a trace.
Ooh,
I have blindness and deafness.
that might be good
That's-
for the
yeah.
guy that's in here, because it might
Yeah.
be Zara, the rich man.
Yep. That and I have calm emotions.
No, don't use that one. He's already gonna kill us.
I have scorching ray.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of flame shit.
That's okay. I think the blindness and deafness will be the most useful. But yeah, Clark, get this thing. Get this door. Do you want to kick it down? You want to kick it down?
Oh, that might.
Okay, yeah. You just unlock it.
Well, is it in the first place?
You test the knob. It's not locked.
Oh, lightly open the door. They won't be able to see Electra. You can take a look in.
Okay. I light slowly.
We can look like a draft opened it.
Yeah, can I try and do that? Make it look like a casual door open?
Make me a stealth check.
I have
Yeah.
thaumaturgy. I can try now.
Can I get advantage if you make the creak sound? Maybe?
Hold on. Let me see. What do I? Oh, where is it?
Pretty sure
Oh,
thaumaturgy just slams them open.
Oh god, okay, never mind. Here, let me roll myself.
Hold on. Your voice boomed to 3 times as loud as normal.
Don't
you
do
cause
that.
flames to flicker. You cause harmless tremors in the ground.
Maybe
You
the flame
create instant
flickering?
sound that originates from a point of your choice within range, such as a rumble or thunder, the cry of a raven, or an ominous whisper. Oh.
So it's omens.
I got a
I
can't
16.
read.
16 stealth. Don't worry.
Let me roll some perception checks.
Ah! Multiple!
'Cause-
Oh
I
no!
can change the color of my eyes?
yeah.
It
Oh,
lasts
that's
like a
cool.
minute.
The most important use.
I
Really?
think that's funny.
Thought I had blue eyes. Jokes.
Joke's on you. I don't have eyes at all.
Scary.
Let me see.
Well, we're gonna die.
Why do ferrets look like they don't have, like, any backbone?
Because they
Their shoulders are like way further up their necks, so
They wiggle. You can fold them.
You can.
Okay, here we go.
Oh no.
Yeah, they don't seem to notice you as you open the door.
Nice.
What do I see? What do I see?
So Zara is. I'll go ahead and just put them all on the map.
Oh
Oh,
no.
there's more than one.
So Zara is currently cleaning some instruments.
Ow.
As Ariok is looking like, is in terms of health, like they would be bloodied. But they're not like near death, and they're not like hemorrhaging right now. Looks like most of the stuff that he's been using has been like blunt force instruments, just like to hit them. There's like a few cut marks, but it's not from like a small blade or anything. It looks more like a slash of like a rapier or something, or like a whiplash. And in the room as well is also like a Zentarum agent who is just kind of like not phased by anything that's going on. If anything, they're just looking like bored. Like, really, this is how this guy's gonna fucking spend his time. All right.
Scared. Love me a minimum wage guard. Okay.
I mean, that's essentially what he's hired.
Okay. I go over. Alex is with us, right?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah,
okay.
they're just further back in the hallway.
No, you're good.
Oh, wait. Let me move my
You
token.
didn't move your token.
Yeah,
That's okay.
sorry.
I assumed you moved with them, but I was just like,
I was
wait.
looking. I'll be quiet. I go. Meow.
Clink, clink, clink,
Okay,
clink.
okay. So it's the girl, it's Zara, and it's a god. Was she chained up or anything?
Yeah, she's manacled to the wall.
Okay. Alex,
Mm.
if you can kind of cast that blindness spell on Zara,
Yeah.
I can kill the god.
Okay.
Locke, do you reckon? Do you reckon you can take her off of the manacles?
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna go in there. Honestly, first,
Oh wow.
Alex, you do the blindness. I'll deal with the god.
All right.
Locke. But what's the girl's name? Locke?
Ariel?
Do you want
Ariel?
blinded or deafened?
Blinded.
All
Because
right.
I don't think we'll get a very good reaction if he sees points at Lark.
Yeah.
So, and plus, if
Alright.
he's just nobody say anything.
Okay.
Good.
Sounds good to me.
Alright, get ready.
Are you all right?
Nothing. Sometimes I be coughing. Yeah. Alex, you go first.
Me? Okay.
Well, you have to cast a spell through the crack in the
True.
hole.
All right. I shimmy on over. He has no clue. I cast blindness. Yeah.
And that's an action, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why does this do that?
So he has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah. Why is it not? Oh, hold on. See, let's try that again. There we go. 16 has to be save. And does I
Okay.
get it at advantage because he has no clue?
That's
Oh, no,
not how
he-
these work.
Yeah,
no.
heroes.
Okay. He's in the middle of cleaning his instruments, and suddenly he's just like, he's looking at them, but he's like blinking, like heavily. Like you almost watch as like his eyes kind of like cloud over, and he's just kind of like blinking for a second, and it seems like confused as he's suddenly gone blind.
I look to you two, thumbs up.
I fucking bust in. I summoned my hammer. I'm getting
Nice.
this guard.
Alright, what can I do? What can I do? Alright, I will see what I can do to this dude.
Okay. So, as he is blind, you bust in the door and head for the guard. Lark's slipping around to get to Ariok, and you're moving in on Zara.
For now.
Electra.
Oh, and I closed the door.
Roll a hit with the hammer or your maul. Sorry.
Of course. Good buddy. Where's my
At advantage, by the way, because you are invisible.
At advantage because I'm invisible. Of course. How could I forget?
How's he gonna see it coming?
So true. 8, 9, 10, 11, 21.
21 to hit.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Normally, how I would do this, since you're like not a rogue and don't have sneak attack, is that like I was going to give you like an option to be like, oh, do you want to like choke him out or like how do you want to handle it? But you chose the way of hammer.
Yeah.
Hammer time.
I will say this. Go ahead and roll me the damage for your maul, and I'm gonna figure out what's gonna happen to this man.
Of course, of course. 11 damage with my maul.
Okay, and that includes like the damages that he takes from your good lord brain, like the pack.
Oh,
pack-
yeah.
pack
Hold on
stuff,
one
yeah.
second. I believe I have to add an extra.
I think it's cold damage right now.
It sure is. I'm just trying to double check. Okay, yeah. So it's +4 cold damage.
Okay, so 11 plus 4 is for a total of 15.
Correct.
15 is a pretty sizable amount of damage.
Mm-hmm.
And while that would normally be enough to bloody this guy, since you are invisible and the plan was to just, like, end them,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say for taking him by surprise, I'll allow this to be, like, counted as, like, crit double damage.
Yes!
And you just come in and fucking, like, crack him into the head, and he's just, like, fully, like, blood spurt, like, brain matter, like, just slumps to the ground, like hitting a watermelon. You're just like, oh, okay. As
Nice.
Zara just hears right next to him and just is, like, looking her.
I need to knock him out.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm gonna have him, like, scream in a second.
Yeah,
I
of
need to.
course.
Can I knock him out?
I'm assuming these are all happening, like, in the same action, so I was, like, going to allow for a couple different things. So, Lark, go ahead and roll me your lockpicking, and then Alex, what are you doing to incapacitate Zara?
Oh, this is a good question. I mean, he has instruments, does he not?
He does.
Can I? No, he has like hitty shit.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You
just-
as well have hitty shit.
Do I? Oh, I have a spiritual weapon. I guess I could.
You also have a mace.
Oh, I do have a mace. Don't I?
I was like, you have a as a cleric, you have a melee weapon.
I do. I'll use my mace to try and just knock him out.
Just thump him over the head. So you're aiming for
Kinda.
non-lethal, like, knockout.
I mean, like, for now, I'd like, you know...
for now.
For now, I mean, like,
Okay.
if I try not to knock him out, he could just get hurt and then cry even more. So for now, we're
True.
just gonna... Yeah. Oh, wait, I don't have to roll in Roll20. Well,
Yeah, I was
I
about to
already
say,
rolled.
no, I'll let you roll your dice. Like, I
Okay.
figured you probably forgot.
No. Wait, it's a +4 to hit. That's a 14.
That just hits.
Oh, all right. Damage is a D6 +1. 3 points of damage. Is it enough to knock him out?
It is not.
Oh. Well, sucks to be you, my guy. Or me.
So you just kind of beat him over the head.
I can try and gag him later.
And he just yelps out a ouch.
I'll stuff something in. I'll stuff something in his mouth.
I'll let Lark go ahead and roll lockpicking, and then I'm just gonna need everybody to roll initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just dunk.
21 to pick the lock.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you pick the locks easily enough. As Ariok just kind of like slumps down from the wall. They're like, it's not that they're like out or just like weak, but more just like they've been kind of like chained up for a while, so they're probably just don't have much feeling in their legs or are just kind of like we'll say suspended above the ground. So they kind of slump down and they go, sorry.
A gesture for them to be quiet as they try to hold him up.
And I will need everybody to roll me initiative.
Hey,
Anytime, bro.
Anytime. Hiya. Oh,
Oh my god, that's so good. I rolled really good. Now I'm scared I'm gonna eat shit in combat.
no.
Scary.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 18 plus, what's my plus? 3, so 21.
Ah.
Okay, so Lark is a 19, Electra is a 21.
Mm-hmm.
What are my guards?
Really bad, I hope.
Little bit.
I'm about to bonk the shit out of these guys.
Little bit.
I think I have an idea.
Come on, Sarah, can you
Oh.
can you salvage this? Oh.
I mean, if Electra would like to deal with him, I'll deal with the guards coming in.
So, Zara's initiative is great, guys.
That's really good. I'm really proud of him.
I love how this stealth mission has just turned out great for everybody involved.
I'm so scared.
It's going
We're
great, guys.
We're gonna.
So Alex, you're up first with a 23.
Oh, fuck. Hi. Okay. So first, I'd like to summon my spiritual weapon.
Okay.
If I can find it. Where are you? My beloved.
Where are you?
Where are you? Okay,
so sorry.
Huya. I'm gonna hit, him, by the way, Zoro. Him.
Gotcha, so that's an 18 to hit for 7 points of force damage. That absolutely hits, and that does 7 points of force damage. As you just kind of like thump him, and he's just like, "Ow!" You just like, and you summon your spiritual weapon. As I don't think we've talked about this because you. Well, I think no, we have brought it up before because you.
Yeah.
What does your spiritual weapon look like again?
I don't even remember.
I know that since you're
oh.
part of Lathander, it's like golden and stuff.
Yeah, it's a golden and it has like a raven at the front or the hilt or something.
Whoa, that's hardcore.
Is it?
Thank you.
What weapon is it though?
It's a sword.
Oh, a sword. Okay. So it just like appears and slashes across his back like a deep raking cut as he lets out a shrill, girlish scream.
Oh, I feel bad.
Don't.
Oh,
I designed this villain. Don't.
okay.
So that's your bonus action.
That's my bonus action. For my action, let's do let's try and do some good damage. Let's do Toll the Dead.
I
So
believe he has to make a saving
on
throw.
him. Yes, he does.
What is the saving throw that he has to make?
A wisdom saving throw, and I'm pretty sure it's 16. Yeah.
That
Ooh.
it is, and that's the damage as 2d12, which is pretty high.
Yep. It's a crit. Or no, it's not
a crit.
It's,
That's just
no, it's
one of the
just
dice
full
rolled max
damage. Yeah.
So
Don't roll well, my guy. Don't.
I have good news and bad news.
Ugh.
The good news is he did not succeed on that wisdom saving throw.
What's the bad news?
The bad news is that the damage, like, even by traditional D&D rules, the damage you have just dealt is enough to reduce him to 0 and exceed his maximum HP. You have killed him. So there was no non-lethal options here. You're just like Toll the Dead, and it's just like as you watch as the ringing begins, he just like collapses as blood begins to just leak from his mouth and ears.
I didn't do it.
As you have just fully killed this man.
Yo, it's fine. It's okay.
We were gonna kill him later anyway.
Honestly, so true.
I look at Lark. I'm so sorry. I know you wanted to kill him. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Let's go.
You want to desecrate his corpse already?
I mean, aren't there guards coming?
Yeah, the guards.
On that note, you do still have your movement if you want to like
Oh.
do anything.
Do I want to do that? I am a moral person, but I am off duty.
Yes.
If it helps, my father told me if I'm going to kill any of the family, kill the whole family.
Let's check what's on his body. Does he have
Right
anything
now?
good? Yeah, quickly.
Investigation check. We'll say that's your action that you're burning in exchange of movement.
Yep. Why? A 13. Take even money.
You rolled it twice.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Oh shit. 3.
So this isn't hard to find. He's not wearing a lot that's valuable. So he has a rapier and a wedding ring.
I'll take him.
Okay.
Hi, I'm good to go.
Electra, you're up.
Oh shit! I'm so stupid.
I'm gonna take one step backwards, and I'm gonna use my action. Use my super cool band of tricks.
I could have healed your friend.
Oh, she's fine.
Cool, super cool bag of tricks. What are you summoning, and how many animals, I guess, are you throwing out?
Oh, I have to roll a dice to see which one I get because it just looks like a little fuzzy ball.
Oh, I thought you could throw out 3 at a time. Is it just 1 at a time?
Oh, it's technically it's only 1 at a time. I can only put one object out at a time.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Okay, what's number 4? An axe beak. What is an axe beak? It's a large beast. It's unaligned. It's a tall, flightless bird with strong legs and a heavy
It's basically
beak.
a dodo bird with a fucking axe for its beak.
That's so funny. Okay, I am throwing it. 20.
Which is funny because I actually do think I have a token for this. As part of my
Where is he? I'm throwing him over here in front of the door where the 2 guards are.
Let's see, axe beak. I thought I had one. Let me check my marketplace purchases because I'm pretty sure I had one.
Sounds
Let's
good.
see. Terrors of the North. It was in these sets. I'm pretty sure.
This is the cutest little bird I've ever seen. It looks like a monster, but
What bird?
Here, let me show you.
Oh, it's so stupid looking. I love it.
I love it.
It's like a giant dodo.
Electric goes, I'll name you.
It's like if a dodo was a Pokemon.
Yeah. She goes, I'll name you Dodo.
What's that Pokemon? It's Pikachu. It's a dodo. Fuck.
Oh, I love this little creature. He is my friend.
Well,
We're having soft tacos later.
there are only premium assets available that I don't have, so instead, we're just gonna look up chicken.
Bird.
It is a large chicken.
It is indeed a large chicken.
Giant.
Humongous.
So since it is a large-sized creature, it is technically this big. Just
Scary.
Oh!
So this bad boy to go right here.
and I will give Electra control. Oh, sorry, that's not meant to represent
Yes.
Electra. It is controlled by Electra. Can you try moving it?
I sure can.
Awesome, so it worked.
Okay, I throw it over there. I can throw it 20 feet away.
So it just lands outside the door.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I throw him right there. And as my bonus action, I can hear the guards in here, right? Is this, or actually, is this door open? I should ask.
It's not open, but it is. Well, you don't know if it's unlocked or locked or not. But they are, with your just passive perception, they are moving because they did just hear Zara yell "ow," scream like a girl, and then they heard the thumping of a body against the floor.
So true.
My bad, G.
I'll make eye contact with this bird and then do the like thumb slitting across my throat, and then point at the door.
It just like does that thing that a chicken does where it like tilts its head, but then you watch as it tilts its head further. So like the axe blade of its beak is just running like perpendicular with the door, and it just kind of like starts like twisting its neck a little bit, like as if it's just gonna chop whoever comes out of the door.
That is terrifying.
Yes. Okay.
Should I hide the body?
There'll be a couple bodies to hide in a minute.
We can
Nah.
keep hiding the bodies for a while.
So that was your movement, your action, and your bonus.
I do have more movement.
Yeah, you do have more movement if you wanted to like move up to the other door.
I'll ask the party, like, do we want to just get out of here, or do we want to kill everyone?
No witnesses.
What?
Let's leave no witnesses.
What?
Lark's like, listen, we started a job. Let's just finish it.
So true. I'm gonna...
I don't. Oh, okay.
Nope, we're in it. We're in it.
You guys have fun.
Okay. Actually, Locke, are you cool with Alex taking? What was her name?
Ariel?
Ariel.
I can take her off the premises and heal her.
Yeah,
Keep her safe.
That'd be great.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Me and you, Locke. I give like a high five. And
Right.
then I get ready over here. Or you know, I'll stand right here. Let him do it.
I'll actually go ahead and remove him from the board because he's technically been looted and murdered. Y'all can take his body and do whatever later, but like he's done. He's gone.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'll pick up the friend.
It's not your turn yet.
Oh, right. Sorry. Fuck. You go.
So Electra, is that your turn?
Sure is.
Lark, you are up.
Okay. Can I get in this room? I can. I'll go and try to open the door.
It's not locked.
Okay, I'll walk in.
You see that the guards were in the process of like getting ready to run out, and they see you and seem shocked. And that was just your movement. Like I think, yeah, because you can move 45 feet. So that was. Yeah, literally, all you've done is just move your move.
Eeny, miny, miny, and I'll try to attack that one.
Stab! Since you go ahead of him in advantage, since you go ahead of him in initiative, this is with advantage to hit.
With advantage, that's 27.
27? Yeah, that hits.
And let me check assess. And I think it's a...
I will count this as surprising him, yes. I will allow this to be a crit. And I'll just say this. Like, just go ahead and roll your damage. If you roll 5 or more damage, you've killed him.
6, 10, 11, 16?
He's dead. With your crit... Oh, shit, that was the guy that had the initiative. Fuck. That's fine. That's fine. I remember what initiative order they were. They were on 7. So yeah, like, he's just dead. Like, you open it, he seems shocked and stunned, and you're just like, and just stab him directly in the heart, and he is just down. Like, it's just like, in, twist, out, gone.
And I believe that's our turn.
Yeah, so that is, the guards' turns now. So one of them, I'll go ahead and put him on the map now, busts through this door here, kind of sees what is happening, sees, like, through the doorway, Zara's dead body, Alex standing there, Ariak there, and then down the hallway is, like, Electra and this giant axe beak. And he just turns and begins running.
Oh, Electra, don't let him get away.
Let's see, that's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And that's his turn. This other one isn't as fortunate because he's kind of walled in here with you. So he's got to try and fight his way out. Let me go ahead and close that down. I don't know why my mouse disappeared, but it did. That's okay. Huh, my mouse is, like, actually gone. That's really annoying. I know this happened when I've been running Discord before, so it's probably something to do with Discord and OBS. Okay, so he can make 2 melee attacks. I love as well how you've killed them all before they've gotten to be able to, like, get an attack out on you. This is very amusing for me. So he's gonna make his 2 attacks. God, this is so disorienting to not have my mouse here. Does a 21 hit?
Yes.
Okay. So you take 3 points of damage. And for his second hit, cool deal. So that's... that next hit is a natural 20. So I assume that hits.
I think it is.
For 15 points of damage. As it is, he is desperate to get out of here, because you have walled him in. As he begins swinging his weapon wildly, he first gets like a pretty like mediocre hit in, and then just I'll say like he probably like wraps you on the shoulder, and you're just like ow, and then he just wham, just like clocks you upside the head, and you're like, okay.
I'm gonna die for that. Oh.
Lark's just like, professionalism can't allow for that. God, I am really actually getting disoriented by the fact that my mouse is not here. Hold on. This is just genuinely frustrating me. Ugh. Oh well. One second. I'm gonna try and...
You're good. Take your time.
We're gonna open my settings real quick because I have no idea what's actually going on. Devices.
Is it a
Mouse.
wireless mouse?
It's wired.
Hmm.
So this is pretty weird.
Ooh, you know what? I need my...
You know what? It's not a wireless mouse, but we're gonna go ahead and just unplug it and plug it back.
Plug it back in. Nice, nice.
There we go.
Got it.
Yep, my mouse is alive again, which is huzzah.
Mm-hmm.
Alex, it's your turn. Sorry about that, gang.
You're good.
Oh, good.
No worries.
Yeah, you're all good. Oh, you go ahead.
No, it's your turn.
I'm trying to move stuff. Roll 20 is not liking me. I'd like to pick up the friends. Do I know the nearest exit?
Front door.
Front door. Alright, let's do that. I have to go buy this fucker.
Okay. So first off, make
how
me an
much
athletics check, because you are picking up a person.
Athletics check, okay. Please don't be bad. Why you...
You jinxed yourself. You jinxed yourself.
I
Please don't be
always am bad.
Bad.
It's 6.
You're struggling a little bit, but you're able to get them up, because they don't weigh much.
Alright.
Plus, you're from the
okay.
army, you're like, I know how to carry people.
Okay. Does that affect my movement at all?
Yes, your movement speed is halved, because you are carrying a person.
Okay.
So if you dash, you can make up...
17. If I dash, I can make it up.
You dash, you can move your normal movement speed, so you'd be moving 30 feet.
35?
30 feet.
Okay.
35 is your health.
Right, my bad. 30, so right here. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. And that would be your turn. I'll just put
Yep.
them right here to indicate.
Completely fine with me.
So they are there, but for the sake of this, like, they're not actually, like, impeding your path, Electra, so if you just wanted to stampede forward or huck a bolt, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, I'll see if I can get it with my Eldritch Blast first. So
Gotcha.
I do get 2 beams. So
'Cause you are
I'm
level
gonna
5, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm very epic and cool. Let me. Okay, the first one is or the lower one, I should say, is a 20 to hit. Does that hit?
That hits.
Perfect. And the second one is like a 23.
That hits.
So let me get my d10s. I haven't
like,
played a
bang.
warlock before. I haven't played a warlock before. This is so exciting. Also, I am still invisible. I haven't dropped my concentration.
You haven't
So
dropped
it's,
your concentration, but the second well, actually, technically, you would not
Oh,
be
no,
invisible.
yeah,
'cause the
'cause I
second
attacked,
you meloned
right?
that guy, yeah.
Yeah, I attacked. Just kidding. I'm a Julier. Okay, so I rolled a 10 and a 1. So it's 11 force damage from me.
Okay.
Is he still alive?
Let me just, like, just double check. You didn't take, what are your invocations?
My invocations are as follows. Devil Sight, Armor of Shadows, and Eldritch Smite.
Okay. So then, yes, he just takes 11 points of damage. I was checking to see if you had
Yeah.
Agonizing Blast.
No, yeah, I thought also, I was like, oh, I can add my cold damage to this, but that's just with my packed weapon.
Alright, he is still up.
That's okay. Can I... This is gonna sound crazy. Does he look, like, bloodied?
No.
Okay. How much damage does this dagger do? Let me check real quick. Terrible damage. I'm gonna run after him. That's too far. And I'm gonna cast Hexblade's Curse as my bonus action
Okay.
on him. And
Okay, so that was
And
action,
that's all
Eldritch
I'll do
Blast,
for now.
Hexblade's Curse. Okay, cool.
yeah, that's
he is
all my stuff.
Hexblade's Cursed. And if I remember correctly, with Hexblade's Curse, that you have a +2 to damage rolls, and you score a crit on a 19 or 20.
Correct. But I do
Did you give me-
imagine oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, did you give any orders to your axe beak, or is it just still like to guard the door?
No, I'm telling it to kill.
Who is
It's friendly to all of my allies, so it knows anything else that shows up, kill.
Gotcha.
But for flavor, when I cast Hexblade's Curse on this guy, I imagine it feels like sudden static is around him, and like his hair stands up a little bit. And then he hears just dun 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 from me running towards him with a giant fucking maul in his hand, in my hand. And that's everything.
Awesome. All right, Lark, you're up.
Okay. We're gonna try to hit this guy.
All right, sounds good. You go ahead of him in initiative, so you do have advantage on this attack. He's not surprised, so it won't be an auto crit.
That's a 20 non-natural. It's a 9.
Yeah, that hits. 20 not natural, I should say.
Mm, 10, 11, 13 points.
13 points?
Yep.
Yeah, he takes it like a champ. He is still standing.
Okay. We'll hit him again. And forego our move.
All right.
Is 18?
18 hits.
And do we add the bonus if we forego our movement? Or
What do you mean?
like the hit bonus, like +5 to.
Yeah, it still applies.
Okay, so that's 6.
Yeah, it's not like attacking with an offhand attack. It's so 6 points of damage.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, he is bloodied, but still standing.
Okay.
Do keep in mind you do still have a bonus action if you wanted to cunning action dash out of there.
Cunning action dash deeper into the room. Wait, no, he's gonna hit me.
He's gonna hit you if you run away or run in.
Mhm.
Well, potentially he's gonna swipe at you for sure.
We'll stay here.
Okay. I know it says Alex's turn, but it is the thieves' turns. They are going to. The guy in front of Lark is going to keep attacking because again he's kind of boxed in. Shit! And I just chucked my d20 off my bed. Of course I did, and that set off my dog. Okay. And for his second attack. Okay. I assume that a 5 and an 8 don't hit.
Nah, not quite.
I like to imagine that the first time he was attacking desperately and like it caught Lark off guard. But after getting hit in the head, she's just zeroed in on killing this guy. It's just like just dodging.
Truly like
strikes.
a predator.
The other guy is going to keep trying to get out of here because he doesn't want to be here right now. Let's see. What is 60 feet away? We'll say he can get to the front door, but he's not going to be able to get out of it just yet. As he bolts and slams through this first door, like just fully like bracing his weight against it to try and like knock it open, and then with the second one, he isn't able to just get through it just yet. Alex, you're up.
Hi, yes. I was mid-putting food in my mouth. Just same as last time.
Gotcha.
So, right there.
Alright. So I'll move the friend right there.
Yep. I'm all good.
Alright. Electra, you're up.
don't think I can reach him. 30 feet. Can I? Did he leave the door open? Can I like see him?
The doors are open. I would say you would have to be here. Like, you would have to be within, like, vertical line of sight of these doors to see him.
Okay. In that case, I go here. And I'm gonna throw another little monster out of my bag.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw it, I believe, 20 feet. 20 feet is right
It would be
here.
through the door, yeah.
Yeah. Hold on, I have to roll what my little creature is gonna be. Okay, what's a 7?
I believe that is a,
A giant hyena!
yes.
And as my bonus action, I just want to shout, "Kill! Kill that motherfucker!"
Kill him!
Yeah, so he should show up like right here, I believe. And I forgot that my creatures act on my turn.
They do.
So my bad boy's gonna attack. I guess not this one yet, because he's chilling out outside.
So I don't have a token for a hyena, but I do think I have a token for a gnoll, which is basically just a hyena person.
Ooh.
So we're just gonna use that for now.
Cool.
What's the scariest looking one I can? Ooh, I like this one. This is definitely Electra's boy.
My little guy.
Let me make him big, because he's big.
He is? Oh, fuck, he is. Oh my god, he's so scary. Alright. Now he can move. Oh my god,
50
he can move 50 feet?
I had to work on
man.
these recently for a friend of mine, so I'm
Yeah.
fully aware of what the tan bag of tricks does.
Kill. Okay, so my creature's gonna go run up to him. I can't move him yet, but let me roll to hit, because I believe he can do a bite attack. Ugh. Does a 16 hit, maybe?
16 just hits, yeah.
Oh, thank God. Okay, if I didn't, that was gonna be super embarrassing for my little knoll man. Okay, so that's 10 piercing damage from my hyena.
Yeah. He takes 10 piercing damage. And is very disoriented. He's also bloody now, by the way. I think.
I'm gonna get him!
Not quite, but he's close enough. So we'll say yes. Very disoriented by the fact that a hyena just appeared out of nowhere and just tried to ragdoll him. tried to turn him into a missing child poster.
Oh, don't worry, he's gonna turn into a missing child poster.
Is that your turn?
Movement, action... Yeah, that's my turn.
Lark, you're up.
Okay.
As Lark's just like, well, this guy's about to die.
Yes, guys. We're gonna hit him again. 16 to hit.
Hits.
Right. 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage?
Yep.
He is barely holding on.
Okay, we'll hit him again. $15 to hit.
Hits.
8 points of damage.
He's gone. You just hit him one more time, and he's just kind of like on death's door, and with the final like foregoing of the movement with the coup de grace, you just end his existence. You do still have your bonus action if you'd like to use it.
Is this chicken waiting to come inside?
Oh, absolutely. It's just it's been politely
Oh.
waiting because you
I'm in the doorway.
yes.
Okay. We'll make sure the door's open. Bonus action, dashing out of the way.
Are you dashing further into the room or out of the room with the rest of your party?
Do I think this chicken's gonna kill people?
Electra did just tell it to kill.
I know, but like, can it kill it by themselves? How strong?
Lark, this is a giant chicken with a battle axe for a beak.
You're right.
These are stuffy. No, it's gonna fucking kill them.
Okay. I'll dash out of the room.
All right.
Give the chicken a pat on the way out. For a dash?
Yes.
Okay.
Because a dash is just your movement.
10.
They listen. They allowed him to do what he did. They know what they signed up for.
We give the chicken a passing pat on the head. Beef.
It's just looking hungrily inside. It is the guy's turn. I'm just gonna have him at the doorway. I'm not let me full disclosure. He's gonna keep running, but you've sicked a hyena on him.
So true. I have indeed done that.
He can't outrun it. So I'm just gonna leave him here for the sake of convenience. And if you can catch up to the door, like he's done. Because with the hyena chasing him down and you like lobbing Eldritch Blasts at him, he's not gonna get far.
Sounds good.
So Alex, it's your turn.
Can I open the door?
The door is just open. It's
Oh, it is. Are these guys actually here?
how do you mean? These guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. They haven't noticed me yet. I hope.
He's been here. Like, this guy's been here. You guys have basically just been chasing him.
Oh, him.
Yeah.
And he's here. I'm just sorry. I'm just clarifying.
That's a hyena that Electra has summoned.
Oh! Fuck. I walked out during that because I had to go pick something up. Okay. Then yeah, let's keep running. We're good.
Okay.
Then yeah, we keep running. So just right there.
Okay.
Hi.
You just run up next to him. Well, he's technically, like, not here, because, again, like I said, that he would keep running on his turn, but he's not going to be able to outrun the hyena.
And that's all I'll do.
Alright, Electra, you're up.
I'm getting him. 30 feet? I can get to right here.
Yes.
Which I will do. And I will cast Eldritch Blast on him.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
I sure will. First one, I don't think hits. Second one, 18 plus 8?
What's the first one?
The first one is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. Nope, I miscounted. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
That just hits. 15 is exactly his AC.
Okay. In that case, remember 1 second.
So that would be 2 hits.
2 hits. So it's a D10?
A D10
That's
for each.
11 damage again!
Cool deal.
Did he die?
He's not dead, no.
Damn it! I was like, hyena, go get this bitch! That's my bonus action. And then my hyena goes.
Yeah, go ahead and roll to hit.
I don't think that hits. No, that doesn't hit. My hyena. It's like a 12 to hit bite attack.
Does not hit.
That's okay. You'll get him next time.
I will go ahead and say, though, since we are up to your turn in the initiative order, and that was it, I will allow Lark 1 turn to help try and finish this guy off. And then from there, we're just going to move into, yeah, you guys kill him, because you could just keep running after him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Bonus action dash. Use my movement.
So that's
Rest
a
away.
total of 90 feet.
And I can throw daggers, right?
You could throw a dagger, or if you have like a bow, you could use that because a dagger has like a maximum range of 60 feet. You're not going to be able to like. He's been running for a bit. You're not going to be able to hit him with that.
Oh. Do I have a bow?
I would hope so. You're an assassin.
I don't have a bow. Oh, I do have a bow. I couldn't find. Okay. I will take our bow out and try to shoot.
Okay, since you go before him in initiative, this is with advantage, and you will have sneak attack on this.
Okay. Is 16 to hit?
16 absolutely hits.
Is decent. 3, 4. 10 points. The damage?
10 points?
Yep.
Yeah, he's not dead, but at the same time, it's the end of the initiative order. Like, it hits his turn, but you're all literally gunning for him now. There is not a world where he's going to survive. I will say this, for Lark and Electra, since you're the ones hunting him down, go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Oh.
Yeah, I was just about to ask about witnesses.
Yeah, I was about, like, we're gonna roll a stealth check to see if like people witness you like chasing this man down in the street.
Beautiful. 21.
21? Okay.
Use stealth again. Plus 29?
29, yeah, you guys are good. I'm gonna go ahead and move us off of the Vasham Manor map for a quick second.
Mm-hmm.
And back onto the East Haven map. Just for one reason only. I do want to outline like where the Vasham Manor is.
Oh no.
Like
right across from Town Hall.
You guys are really lucky that he wasn't able to like get off the grounds and like further into the city because like the Vasham Manor is like walled in.
Mm-hmm.
So he wasn't able to get far before you just literally gunned him down in the street, like dead as a dog.
Yeah. With my hyena.
With your hyena, yeah. So yeah, y'all just hunted this man down and fully like ran him for his fucking sneakers. Like he just there was no escape.
So true.
You're like, give me them kicks. Where are your foams now? And just fucking obliterated him. God, I swear I had Ariok's token. Here we go. So I'll put him on the map.
Oh, so pretty.
Yeah, so y'all are cleared. Y'all, how, like, honest question. Do you actually, like, clear the entire manor completely? Or are you just like, once we kill his parents, we're done?
I don't know. No witnesses. What do you think?
I mean, you did let the butler walk. I will say that.
Yeah, but he's cool.
Do we know if the servant saw us?
No one has seen you except for, like, the parents when you busted into the study and, like, killed that guy. And
Okay.
you did tell the Axebeak to kill them.
Oh yeah, my Axebeak should come back.
Technically, you
We
did
can
just say
leave
kill.
the
So
servants
after a
alone.
while, I'll say, like, after you guys hunt this guy down, and Alex, as you're in the process of healing Ariok, Electra's just Axebeak walks up with just fresh blood on its beak.
Oh.
cute little puppy! Puppy!
Oh.
I'm like scratching him. It might be best if we just leave it then. What's my accent? Might just be best if we leave it then.
Your bird?
No, the
body.
the bodies.
Oh.
Because it could just be, oh no, random.
Random
Random
acts of violence.
Yeah.
I mean, you had competitors, right?
What was that?
You had competitors.
Yeah. And nobody's seen them for a while, I don't.
Well, there you go. There's a little something to go off of.
For a job well done.
Yeah. Here you go. I'll hand you the ring he had. I don't know if you want it or not.
I'll pocket it.
Nice.
That went a lot smoother than I thought.
I was surprised we didn't see that captain.
Was the captain there?
No, there was.
We
I mean,
saw
there
him.
was like a Zentarim captain, and y'all just hunted him down and murdered him. But
That was that guy! That's
yeah,
Oh my
the
God.
tough guy was the tough guy.
so true. Wow.
But no, like Captain Imdra is not there. Like she's still at town hall processing.
No, yeah.
Prudence.
No, yeah. I bet the one who was talking with Zara was like, well, fucking the Zentarim says fuck you. That guy. Okay. But we murdered him. So,
All is well.
yeah, all's well.
Got some revenge and got rid of some Centrum agents. Good day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't think they'll like resurrect him or nothing, right?
No.
Yeah. He's not that important.
Yeah.
Hey, girl, you alright?
Why?
I'm turning
Why have you gone southern?
I wanted to say it so bad.
I was
but
like-
gonna-
I was like, I thought you were joking for a minute, and I'm like, I don't think this is a bit. Are you meaning to do this?
No, I'm not doing it on purpose. I'm the other D&D player that I play most often is of Southern ladies.
Oh, Sunny's Southern?
Yes, she's so
Oh.
But anyways, I'm just gonna go normal British because I can't do anything else. Yeah. Aryak, are you okay?
She's just like, honestly, no,
That's fair.
No.
but I mean, he's dead, so fuck
I hope he
him.
didn't traumatize you. I hope he didn't traumatize you like too much.
What? No, I've literally been. Wait, did he traumatize me or did you? Like,
Us.
Yes.
no, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um.
Feeling better?
mhm.
One second. Just had to update the quest corner with
Yahoo!
the rewards of killing Lark's husband. Hold
Tis
on, actually,
been
I
done.
didn't. Hold on a minute. I have to update that.
I misread the White Moose quest as What the Moose.
What does the moose
What the moose?
What the Moose?
say?
The party has fully murdered the shops.
Yeah.
Yay! And he got 50 platinum.
That bloodline is gone forever.
No more bloodlines.
That just in the blood in the bloodline.
Yeah.
Aryak just looks at Elark and just goes, "Hey, stranger."
Hey, sorry we took so long. It's a long trip here.
No, I understand. I figured you were coming as fast as you could.
Yeah.
Could have been a little quicker, just being honest.
Sorry. Should we get to like a hospital or something?
I mean, that would be nice. Like, I mean, we don't really have hospital, but yeah, like town hall or like a doctor.
Yeah, doctor. mean, Alex is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lark, do you want to take her back to like your manor and then have Alex treat her there?
Sure.
Great. Sounds good.
You are like a professional doctor, right, Alex?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes!
I'm a medic in the army.
I served for 4 years. Maybe even more.
I don't
Wait,
know.
where's your license?
I don't know what
Right here. She gives you the middle finger.
Where's your medical license? Pulls out license to kill. Oh.
Oh. Alright. We take her to the estate.
All right. Let me pull up the Hemlock Manor. I have some tokens I need to. Where did? I swear there were more tokens on here than need to. Okay, so that's Brandon's token. Okay. God damn it! I forgot to drag Ariok's token over. Let me quickly. Fix
Oh.
That was so loud.
Yeah, you arrive back at the Hemlock Estate with Ariok in tow. I'll say your father just happens to be kind of like walking by when he sees you all enter with like Lark looking haggard and Ariok looking haggard, and he just immediately rushes over and he's like, "Oh my god, sweetie, are you okay? Who do I have to kill?"
Oh, we already killed them.
He's just kind of like the vein is just like popping, but he's like, "Okay, right, come on." I'll. He just starts leading you all over to the den.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any medical supply?
Yep. As he runs off, like he leads you all over to the den. We'll just move people around. Leads you all over to the den, runs off, and then runs back with like a first aid kit.
Oh.
Nice.
Thank you.
I'll patch you both up.
Just give me a medicine check.
Oh, fuck. Knowing how I've rolled tonight, it's not gonna go well.
Stabs.
Oh, fuck. Wrong. Wrong license. Let me be nice to me. I'll take it. 19.
Yeah, you're able to treat Ariok just fine, like stabilize her and heal her, just like do basic first aid, for treating her wounds. While Altair goes ahead and tends to you, Lark. He's very skilled but very gentle.
I imagine Lark's just like, you know how a child will just happily tell their parents about the events of the day?
It's just very much just like, so yeah, we broke into his house and then we killed a bunch of guys.
Yeah, swinging her legs.
And he's just listening intently. He's like, as he's like very carefully like stitching you up, like making sure not to cause any pain, but also is just like happy with what you did.
And there was a giant bird. It killed. I didn't have that. Alec killed Sarah, and we all just separately killed the guards.
Excellent. I know you said that the butler walked out of there after watching you kill a guard, so we're probably can't really have him walking around, so we'll probably just hire him on as our staff.
Oh, that's great.
Because with the Visham's dead, more than likely the Council of East Haven are going to seize their assets and, once things are cleaned out, they'll put the house back up for sale and try and find someone to take the seat of the Visham family on the council. And yep, hopefully redistribute that wealth. I'll probably just volunteer to help out with any cleanup, just so we can... anything that might have been left around can be just kind of swept under the rug.
Great. Any idea who they might put in? I know Zentrum's trying to get somebody.
I don't know who they will put in, but I can... Your mother can offer her assistance to the speaker in vetting the next member.
Be good.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we foiled Zentrum plans today.
Excellent. The Black Network are, in this line of work, a bunch of dicks.
Dick.
Put it lightly.
Not to be crass, but they are unpleasant to deal with, to say the least.
Have a lot of them been coming here?
This interim likes to put their fingers everywhere. Their civilization. A long time ago, I did do some work for them, but they are very unseemly, and they have a tendency towards a lot of all or nothing thinking when it comes to their organization. It's very much us versus them. So, suffice it to say, I didn't feel the need to stay in their employ for long. As a professional assassin, it's better to keep your folder open. Loyalty is key, but reporting to only one organization and limiting your skills to just one facet of society is not enough.
That's some pretty good advice.
I try when I can. And we're done.
Oh. Sure. Oh, have you met, Ariel?
I'm familiar with them, yes. As she kind of, Ariak, looks at him, nods, and just kind of, averts gaze.
Oh. No need for introductions then. How do you guys know each other?
He's like, oh, I keep tabs on a lot of people that move through here, so when Ariak and their family began working for the Vishams, I kept an eye on them. And Ariak is just like, I don't know your dad, just, your family's reputation, so... plus, no offense, I kind of figured, you did some of that work, and you were really open about it when we were chatting, but the fact that your dad did just say that he is a professional assassin that is not tied down to any one group, he's like, oh, don't worry, I would never hurt my daughter's friends. You're completely safe here. Now, if you ever hurt my daughter, that's an entirely different story. And she's like, right. And she seems really flustered by that.
I'm sure it never happened. No need to worry about it.
right. Well, on the bright side, congratulations on annulling your marriage the traditional way.
My mariner?
Till death do us part.
Yeah. Looks like I'm a widow now. That's...
Electra claps in the background. Woo! Widow!
I'll join in.
Yeah!
Little one. Whoop whoop.
do thaumaturgy. Oh my God.
Thaumaturgy. Thaumaturgy.
Thaumaturgy.
Create the applause.
I do a thaumaturgy.
Dude, I do
He-
with a
he
minor
bows
illusion to
to
do
the-
confetti.
Applause, yes, yes.
So now what?
Well, we still have got to worry about the
Cauldron.
cauldron. Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You guys want like rest for like an hour and then.
Yes.
Has it been
Yeah.
24 hours since we last went there?
It has not been 24 hours. It is still the same day. After you, because like after you got like them locked up, y'all, and like after you like got Prudence arrested and like and began interrogating her, you literally went to her house, found the documents, and then immediately went to the Visham estate. Like y'all,
This
it's
is all
still-
happened in the span of like 3 hours.
yeah, it's still like another 20. Like it's still like the gems will be ready by the next day.
Mhm.
But as you know, like from the documents, like they are planning on like attempting to try and steal the cauldron. They didn't steal it last night. But you're not sure if they will attempt to steal it tonight, or you know, when you're not sure what the timetable is, but wouldn't hurt to pop on by and be like, hey, don't steal. Do not steal.
Stealing is wrong. Unless it's from the right kind of people.
Real. Sorry, I'm looking through like all of our quests, see if we have anything else to do here. I think
Nap.
maybe. Yeah, we'll take like an hour to just get a little
Oh.
bit. Of
Get
sleep in.
a short rest in.
Yeah.
I don't think my spells come back after a short rest.
I
I mean, well, how many did you burn through?
In this day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
3.
How many
not
spells?
many.
Jesus Christ! How many spell slots do you have left?
4, 6.
I was about
I'll
to
be
say
fine.
you're making it sound like you're poor right now.
No, but I used all the ones I've used were like 2nd and 3rd level.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's my only reason. I'll be fine.
Well, it seems like we don't have to go back like right now. We could just, I don't know, sleep and then get there like. What time is it right now? Well, what time would it be if we took like a long rest? 8 hours.
8 hours. Let's see. Cause let me think about this. Cause you all woke up. You immediately went and kind of like handled Prudence. And then you all were over at her house around like say noon time. Then hit the Visham estate. So it's probably the afternoon. So if you all got like a long rest, like full 8 hours, probably be around. Give me a second. I'm having to do math.
You're good. While you do that, I'll ask the party. Like, do we want to like guard the cauldron like personally? like go to the police station and be like, oh, we'll watch it, don't worry? Or do we want to just let like the police handle it and just go and be like, here's what we learned, and then we just come back here and sleep the rest of the night, wait till morning?
I'm fine with either.
Yeah.
So I did the
Miss-
math. A long rest would put you at about 11 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
So an option as well is, Electra, since your stuff recharges on a short rest,
Yeah.
if you just wanted to chill for like an hour, since you didn't really take any damage that fight, if you just wanted to chill for an hour and then pop over to the police station and kind of check in with them, figure out what's what, and then pop back, y'all could, if you wanted to get a long rest, you could come back at like 11 p.m. To kind of handle shit if you wanted to personally guard it, and if you decided nah, then you could just keep resting.
Yeah, I'll Electra will rest an hour and then be like, I'm just gonna go over real quick and be like, hey, do you guys want me to guard it or not? Also, here's all of this incriminating information about Zara. Are you guys cool with that? You wanna come with me? Like, I don't know if you wanna stay with her.
I'll stay here. Think you can handle it by yourself?
Only one way to find out.
Oh, don't get yourself into trouble.
I'll be fine, probably. Maybe.
Indra did tell us not to kill any.
Oh, you know what? How about I'll say, hey, do you want to... I'll say, hey, how did Prudence's house thing go? Bad? No way. Then I'll tell him, would it be incriminating if I said, like, oh, here's like a generous donation to the police station, and give him like some of the stuff we found about Zara and Zentrum? Would that be incriminating? Should I just talk about the, what's it called, the cauldron?
Just talk about the cauldron, probably.
Yeah, for now, just cauldron.
And then tomorrow we'll be like, oh, what? He died? That's so
So crazy.
Whoa.
That's so
happened?
crazy. I just learned all this stuff about him in a library last night.
For some weird reason, he left his personal belongings in the library.
He left his house key in the snow. I was going to return it.
I was going to
Okay.
return it when I heard some strange noises, and I broke in, because probable cause.
And then I saw all these people dead on the ground, and I said, this is something for the police.
Isn't this a pickle?
It's a big. Okay, yeah. Electra will rest for an hour, and then we'll go to the police station.
All right.
I will clean myself up, though, of any blood or incriminating evidence on me.
Yeah, absolutely, of course. So I'll just
And your clothing.
pull us off the Hemlock Estate map
Meow.
and drag us over to the main East Haven map. Drag Electra over to Town Hall.
Meow.
Find my Imdra token.
Pretty. If I slip into a southern accent, don't
It's
tell me
fine.
I don't.
It's all good. Everything is fine here. Yeah, so you head to the town hall where Imdra is still kind of like working the front. Sorry, just kind of more coordinating efforts between guardsmen than anything else. Prudence is no longer, at least as far as you can tell, like, she's probably been moved to a detention room, just given the kind of, like, chatter that they're going over. And she kind of sees you walk in and is like, "Oh, Electra, did you need something else?"
Oh, I figured I'd come and ask. Me and my friends, we're not doing anything. No, I keep. We're not doing anything right now. So we wanted to know, like, do you guys like? Are you guys like good with guarding the cauldron, or do you want us to like come and help?
Since you've alerted us that they are going to attempt to try and take it, we have doubled the guard and have ensured that they are on a rotating schedule. Additionally, I myself will be stationed here tonight. If you and your friends wish to help, I will not turn down your assistance, but at the same time, you've done a great deal for this town. If you wish to take a night for yourselves or take in the nightlife of East Haven, what little there is, I wouldn't be object to you doing that either.
Alright. Cool. I'll probably take the night then. No, probably take the night then. I will go. How did the search on Prudence's house go? Good?
With the information that you all turned over, it went very well. Honestly, with what you all found, there really wasn't much else for us to find. That was kind of everything. We're still sifting through the documents that you have turned over, and we're working on trying to break through the ciphers.
Oh fuck yeah, those ciphers. That's cool. What fun stuff is there to do in East Haven at night?
Well, there is the wet trout if you wish to drink. And I hear there is a soothsayer and seancier over at the White Lady Inn if you wish to partake in that. I'm heard he's quite the showman.
Right. Okay. You know what? I'll see what trouble I can get into later. But okay, seems like you guys have got it here. Then I guess we'll just go. I'm just gonna go back to the Hemlock Estate.
All right.
I'll let my best friends know. Like, she said we could just stay like home, so I'm just gonna stay here.
Okay. Maybe I'll take a trip around midnight or something. Make sure things are still going okay.
Yeah, they said that that they've. This is gonna be insane listening back to this recording. They said that the people that they've like got double the guards. They're on like a rotating schedule and stuff, and Imdra's going to be there, so I think they'll be fine. Really.
All right.
Yeah. Do you wanna ask? Is it Aria
Ariok.
or
Ariok.
Ariok? How do you spell that?
Arioch.
Arioch. Oh, okay. Ariok. You want to ask Ariok if she wants to, like, I don't know, have a sleepover with us, like we've been doing? It'll be nice. You know,
Think we
get
should bother
tortured.
her? Oh.
If she says no, she says no.
Did y'all want to ask her? Did you want to ask Ariok?
We'll go bother Ariok. I'm sure she's got set up in a room or something.
Yeah, she's set up in a room. I'll go ahead and... Didn't expect us to be on the East Haven map for that little of time, so I'll bring us right back over to the Hemlock Estate.
Yeah, Steve, I know you just got tortured, but do you want to have a sleepover? Little finger pokes.
Yeah, there's a there's a spare room that she's set up in, and she's like, I mean, yeah, I've got no problem with that.
Awesome. Sleep over tonight in my room?
Sure.
I'll let the others know.
Speaking of your room, Lark, have you been in since you've been back, or have you just been kind of like moving around for while y'all were short resting?
I imagine during the short rest, she was basically just doting over Ariok until she realized what she was doing and left to give her some space.
Gotcha. And then Electra got back, and you're like, oh, just like literally just finished leaving Ariok alone, just immediately come back. Hey, so you want to have a sleep?
So she probably hasn't been to her room yet.
Cool. So as you head there to start getting like set up, there are quite a few letters.
Somebody's been writing.
By the way, they've been opened.
Somebody opened them. Yeah, they opened my mail.
You're like, this is a violation of my federal rights. Yeah, so, you sift through the letters. There are a couple. The first and foremost is, written on a napkin. So a letter is a bit of a stretch. It's written on a napkin. By the way, this is one of your, like, this isn't like a paper, like, this is one of your cloth napkins. You're, like, kind of baffled. You're like, how did they do this? It is essentially illegible scribblings, but it's signed Rat.
Well,
So you're just kind of like, okay.
whatever it is, I'm sure it's in good meaning.
The second letter, is, from Mixus. It states that, while you all were out, a messenger stopped by, and relayed, so there's Mixus' letter and there's a letter with Mixus' letter. Basically saying, like, while y'all were gone, someone stopped by, relayed a message from Beldora, who you had asked to, like, look into some stuff for you all. And she had information on the people that Mixus was looking for, so they set out to find them.
Alright.
And attached in the letter, the other letter just says, from Beldora, meet Thatcher in the Wet Trout Inn.
Okay. Put the letters back on the bed and stick my head out the door. Guys, going to the Wet Trout Inn.
Woo,
Suppose a
we're
little
gonna get drunk.
postpone. No, we're
Oh.
meeting someone.
Oh.
Sad.
We'll get drunk later. How about that?
I guess
Did
we
you
could
come-
get drunk there, but
Woo!
You're like,
Then go
why
home.
get drunk there? We have booze at home. The booze at home. Blood wine.
It's so true.
does Ariok want to come to Wet Trout Inn with us?
Ariok is fully on board with getting drunk right now. It's like middle of the day? Absolutely. Yes, let's go.
Had a long, eventful day.
I had a very long, eventful day. Oh,
All good.
okay. Yeah, so you all head to the Wet Trout Inn. As per usual, there's a few people milling about. Nemetra is cleaning some glasses, sees you all come in and just kind of like nods at you all. And kind of like in general fashion, just assuming what you're here for, she kind of like points over to Scython's booth.
Now we're here for Thatcher.
She cocks an eyebrow and then points across the inn to a small kind of like halfling man, wearing what would be considered like kind of like not like noble attire, but he's just like wearing like a nice suit, like a pocket watch, and he's got like some spectacles on a chain that he's currently cleaning. Slung over the chair next to him is like a bunch of like wet winter clothes. So obviously he's been kind of like trudging through the snow. And he looks up and sees you all, and he's like, "Ah, excellent. You've arrived."
Sorry, we hadn't checked the mail for a while.
Ah, perfectly understandable. Anything I can get you all to drink?
What are you guys feeling?
Ooh, whiskey could be nice.
I'll just take some regular ale for now.
Ale, whiskey, for you?
I'll just take a lot.
Okay. Ariak's just like, whiskey sounds great. He's like, right. I will just also have a water. And he raises his hand to Nemetra, and she like is like, "I'm not a serving wench. You want to place an order? You come up here." And he's like, "Oh."
Yeah, girl boss.
And he gets up and walks over there and like places the order, and she like literally fixes it all there, puts it on a serving tray, and then just hands it to him. And he's just like, "You know, madam,
You want some help with that?
a little customer service." And she's like, "You want service, or do you want to get out of my face before I pound it in?" And he goes, "I'm leaving."
It's got fucking rules.
And he just takes it over to you all, and he's like, is this normal fare for East Haven, or I
No.
feel like
Alright.
the people on the road leading me here were nicer."
More or less.
Don't take the
Depends on which one you go to.
Oh, okay. Well, as discussed, I looked into the matters of the lady Beldor had been asked to investigate. She looked into matters regarding the, if I remember correctly, the matters that were brought to her as suspicious that needed to be further investigated were Zentrum action and movement around, any notices and whereabouts of Diana Tavish, the statements on Goliaths of the Dueling Peaks, as well as information on the current whereabouts of members of an adventuring party, as well as the movements of the Blood Hunters order. So I have investigated these matters at the behest of Lady Beldora, as well as the rest of our information network, and we have been able to attain some information that we can yield to you all. What would you like to know about first?
Well, guys,
I'm kind of interested in the Oh fuck! You just said it. What was the last one?
Oh, the Blood Hunters order?
Yeah, blood hunters sound scary.
Oh, no, well, yeah, yes and no. Blood Hunters we have worked with in the past. They are very effective hunters of monsters and other such creatures. Here in Icewind Dale, they're actually... hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. So, the Blood Hunter Order was initially located in Caer de Naval, where they have been for some time, ever since the reclamation of the care from the orc armies many years ago, their purpose there has been kind of stationed and watchward and looking over the dales and keeping strange and dangerous activities out. Recently, Speaker Cranach Seaver spoke out against them and had a few of their members tried for witchcraft and blood magic, which, while they do practice blood magic, it's not the banned sort that the Lord's Alliance looks down on, or at least they serve a purpose. So they have recently relocated to Caer Konig to avoid such persecution. A lichen that has been tracked by the Order and that was requested by the member of your party for the whereabouts of has vanished. They were last seen heading into the Dales towards the territory of the Raidmen tribes at the Raid Glacier, but we don't have eyes and ears out there, so I don't know what's going on with that. They haven't been spotted back in the Tin Towns, and that's all I can say. As for the other two that had crossed the spine of the world a few months back, we know the names of the two that crossed over. The first is, if I believe I have my information correctly, a Sir Tomwell Grey. Is an experienced blood hunter in the service of the Pencroft family of Neverwinter. And seems to be here tracking the Arcane Brotherhood. He was last seen following the Red Wizard of Thade, Zon the Red. In fact, the person who turned him over to the East Haven authorities was Tomwell Grey. And the other is a more notable figure, Xander of Blackmoorland, who was last seen in Caer Konig.
Okay. Oh wait, fuck. Sorry, I just realized he went missing. Do you think you want us to like track him down?
I was just, you all were the ones that requested information on the Blood Hunters. What you decide to do with that information is up to you.
So true. Okay, cool.
Additionally, if either of y'all want to make history checks on the names that this guy dropped, you can.
I would love to. Because now I'm starting to think we know these people already.
Potentially.
Cool, that one.
No idea. Electra's like, nah.
She was like, a blood hunter. She's still trying to figure out what a blood hunter is.
She's like, what? Oh, blood.
They hunt your blood.
23.
Isn't that just called a vampire?
So Lark is the only one that is versed on this.
Lark's the only one not drunk.
I'll say this, Alex, with a 4, like, that's not great. But I will say this, like, you do, being someone from Neverwinter, you do know of the Pencroft family, as well as, you being a noble. There are actually 5 clans of Pencrofts. The Pencrofts were once very famous divine warriors in the service of the Lords of Waterdeep, but over the years and generations, there was a large kind of succession crisis within the family, as well as a divide on kind of like means and practices for serving good. And so there was a large split in ideology that resulted in the family's splintering. So there is the main Pencroft house, which does still serve the Masked Lords of Waterdeep. They're a family of holy warriors and paladins. There are the Zauber Pencrofts, which are the ones in Neverwinter, that are more... let me think how to phrase this. They are more arcane scholars and researchers. They believe that, like, in the fight for, like, against monsters and evil, one can play politics as well as verse themselves in magic. And so they are a bunch of wizards, essentially, who stand against evil. Then there are the Hexen Pencrofts, which are blood hunters. So you would assume that, like, if this person is serving a Zauber Pencroft, he may be a Hexen Pencroft, like, to some degree, or at least he might be familiar with them. Their main thing is, like, in order to hunt evil and monsters, one must become the monster. And so they adopted this kind of, like, ideology of, like, using dark rituals and, like, blood magic to kind of, like, augment themselves physically. There's the Laban Pencrofts that are clerics and healers. They believe that the best way to reduce evil was to reinforce people and kind of, like, heal the hurt. So rather than taking the fight to the monsters, build the people up. And the last house is the Jaeger Pencrofts. They believed that fighting along, like, the armies of lords and delving into dark magics or, like, divine justice wasn't going to do anything in the larger fight against evil, because people can become corrupted. So they instead became stewards of kind of like the wild, being rangers that kind of roam the frontier lands. A lot of them actually travel between Luskan and Icewind Dale to kind of like serve as guides for people who may get lost. And I'll say Lark also has all that information because he rolled a 23. But more than that, being connected with the information that you are, you know that while that's kind of like the base level of things, a lot of the Pencrofts do have, problems because they are an old house. So the Zauber Pencrofts often have kind of like a reputation for cruelty. Not in, like, being outright cruel and, like, malicious to people, but more in, they are, like, very Machiavellian, like, politically minded. Like, they are very pragmatic. If something doesn't have a service to the greater society, they don't see much good in it. And so if Tom Wells serves them, he might be potentially morally dubious. Or at least have a similar view or standpoint to them. As for Xander Blackmoreland, his is actually a name that is more recognizable. As someone who's kind of been tuned into a lot of events that have been happening on the continent, a couple years ago, the Cult of the Dragon razed the village of Greenest and began a process to try and, like, enforce their like dragon priests and try and like summon and bring Tiamat into the material plane. Really big, really scary stuff. Xander and a party of other adventurers put a stop to it. And he kind of became like a lauded hero by the Lord's Alliance before literally just vanishing. So people were kind of wondering where he's been. Now you have an idea. He apparently came to Icewind now. But yeah, I don't know if everyone's BRB right now because no one's talking. Oh, okay.
Oh, it's
I'm
just
here.
a lot of information.
Yeah, it's just a lot.
Okay, sorry. I have a lot of lore prepared, so
No, you're good. You're good. It's just I'm processing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna definitely have to go back and take notes.
It's fine. There's a recording.
It's fine.
So
I don't
true.
take notes until after the session.
I'm gonna look at Inu's notes.
Good plan. They are very good notes.
They are.
Yeah, so that's all the information on the Blood Hunters that your contact has secured for you. The other things that he gathered information on are the Goliath of the Dueling Peaks, what's kind of happening with the Zentarim, Diana Tavish.
Wife.
I think that was everything.
Yeah,
I'd
about
like to.
Diana.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. So as for what has happened with Miss Tavish, we try to get up-to-date information on what's been happening with her, as well as the situation in Lonelywood. As far as we understand it, the last anyone has seen of Miss Tavish was following the first wave of White Moose attacks. After the first lumberjacks were wounded and many were killed, she tended to those that were not dead, and then proceeded into the forest to assist in hunting it. She came and went a few different times. No success, it seems, in killing it. And this most recent time that she has ventured in, she has been gone for about 2 days.
Wow.
So she's basically hunting it down, you think?
Attempting to, at least.
Okay.
I think we should go there and give out some support.
Yeah, I
There
think
we
we
go.
could. Yeah, I mean, that was one of the things we were asked to do, right? Kill a white moose. Alright.
And 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully.
I believe in us.
What was the last information?
The Goliaths.
There was the Goliaths as well as information on the Zentrum.
Let's hear about the Zentrum.
Yeah.
I think our Goliath is missing out right now.
So as far as these Zentrum are concerned, we've begun digging deeper after the information that was presented to us. And after hearing of your exploits here, and the uncovering of the conspiracy that you have dug into, I've dug a little bit deeper and begun looking for similar coded correspondence. As far as I understand it, there is an attempted overthrow in a great many of the cities. As far as it's concerned, the primary focus seems to be on winning a majority of speaker seats. Because at the end of the day, if there is majority in the speakership, the Zentrum can actively vote for what policies fit their best interest. Currently, you foiled the plot in East Haven, so that has at least secured this city against their influence for now. We've begun looking for similar threads in other cities along the 10 towns. Nothing out of Dugan's Hole has come our way, but they are a rather reclusive and secluded settlement, so the likelihood that these Zentrum would even see anything of value there is dismal. There have been correspondences to Caer Dineval from what we can see, but none have returned from that. So it seems that the Speaker Cranach Seaver, or whoever the agent is in that location, is not willing to cooperate. And as far as we've understood it, if the Zentrum have dispatched agents, they haven't left. So either they have been dealt with, or they're being held, or they're waiting for something.
Mm-hmm.
As far as Caer Koenig is concerned, I haven't seen any correspondences heading in that general direction. It is also a rather removed location like Dugan's Hole, so perhaps they don't see it as a place of strategic value. However, we have noticed movements in Goodmead, so it seems they are planning something. As far as what, that is yet to be determined. The majority of these correspondences seem to run from Targos, so it seems that that is their base of operation. As far as areas along the lake near there, it seems that there are no correspondences with Bremen. However, the fishing industry from Targos has been choking out the industry from Bremen for some time, so perhaps they are attempting to drive them out of business and acquire land the old-fashioned way. As far as Lonelywood, well, they haven't bothered sending emissaries that way, and from what we can see, in Tourmaline, their concern is to keep the mine shut down. If the mine goes out of business, the town does too, so yet again they would be acquiring land the old-fashioned way.
Okay. We do have to get that mine open soon, but...
Well,
Just
if, as you said, you
another
are...
activist.
Well, like I was saying, if you are heading to Lonelywood with the intention of finding Diana Tavish, Tourmaline is along the road. You could stop by on your way and clear up anything going on in the mine on your way to Lonelywood.
Would that be alright with you two?
Electra gives you thumbs up.
Yeah.
Right?
And as stated, the last bit of information I have is on the Goliaths, if you wanted it.
What about any information you can give?
Certainly.
What's a Goliath?
I don't know. What do you think it
I
is?
think it's an animal.
Man, probably fucking is. Please continue.
Right. There has not been much word from the Thunlakalaga tribe. They tend to stay to themselves for the most part, and we haven't heard much from them as far as what is going on up there. However, one Goliath has wandered into town recently, and has become embroiled in a little something. Let me find my pages real fast.
What is y'all's passive insight?
Let's see. Passive. Passive insight is a 15.
Cool. Alright, I'm chilling though.
A Goliath known as Quan the Monolith has recently been... What's a delicate way to put this? Imprisoned due to outstanding gambling debts in the city of Brinshander.
That's...
Rather unfortunate.
Yeah. Do you know if he's like... Oh no, you said he's from the...
Akhenathi.
Akhenathi. Okay.
Yes, Quan the Monolith is from the Akhenathi tribe.
Akhenathi. Okay. Yeah. Do I know that guy?
Quan?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know her pretty well.
Go on.
Quan loved games of chance, always. Luckily, as far as like Goliaths are concerned, there's not really a lot of money that gets thrown around.
Mm-hmm.
But suffice it to say, like, when it came to like, oh yeah, let's around the campfire, let's go ahead and like gamble some rations. They lost a lot. They tended to go hungry if they decided to gamble.
Oh, that's so sad. Electra's like, okay, yeah, we can deal with that pretty easy. Anything else? Or not really.
That's all I have.
Alright. That's good to know. Thanks for the information.
All very helpful information.
My pleasure. Glad to be of assistance.
Do we lean over to Lark like, do we just leave now? Do we drink with this guy? Or...
Well, you guys can finish your drinks.
Cool. I keep drinking. I drink my entire thing. Super fast.
He drinks his water.
Cool.
Okay, so our plan so far is we're going to Glenwood.
Hold on.
Soon.
Map.
And
Oh yeah, do y'all want me to?
Yeah, I'm trying to see like the direction. Okay, no, I got it.
Okay, I was like, are you looking at the map in the Discord, or do you want me to go ahead and like open the world map on Roll20?
No, I'm okay. I have it pulled up.
Okay.
Okay. So we're in the East Haven right now. What were you saying? Where'd you want to go?
I just got back. What's up?
our plan is for Lonelywood, and on the way we hit Tourmaline, picked up the mine.
What the hell is Lonelywood? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to Tourmaline, planning on going to Lonelywood. Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It looks like we have to go through Brinshander. So, how long does it take? Yeah, 10 hours. We'll go by Bryn Shanda. I could probably deal with Quan the monolith. Like, probably like 10 minutes.
So it's 7.5 hours to get to Bryn Shander. I do want to say as well, you all do have dog sleds, so you can actually get there in like half the time that's listed. So I'm actually calculating that right now.
Mm-hmm.
You'd get there in like 3 hours and 45 minutes. And then to Targos, because you'd have to go there. It would take 1 hour. Then to go up to Tourmaline, it would take 2 hours. And then up to Lonelywood would take 4 hours. So, like, total trip all the way to Lonelywood take you about 11 hours.
Okay.
But if you did it all in, like, segments, like you headed over to Bryn Shander, and then you handled Quan, then you went up to Targos, then right to Tourmaline, then that would be like 7 hours, and then you all could like tackle the mines, rest a bit, and then next day head to Lonelywood and tackle that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't care about the lies or anything, but I mean, it might be like some quick and easy going, maybe.
Sure.
Yeah.
I have to roll a deception check on that. Never mind.
Could be easy.
Easy.
I rolled a
What?
20. The fuck is this? What do I add? 8. 27. So, I'm fine. She's like, so, we can deal with that. Probably give us a coin or something, at least. At least information. Because, I don't know. I figured they probably know about what's going on. And then we go to Targos. Probably don't have to stop in Targos. We can go Tourmaline, deal with it. Deal with, like, Tourmaline for, like, 2 or 3 days. At most. And then head to Lonelywood.
Yeah,
That works.
I think that sounds
good
fine.
plan.
Yeah.
Cool. Do we want to, like, just... Wait, no, fuck. Okay, hold on. Changing the course one more time. Tomorrow, we'll just go to bed tonight. Then tomorrow, we'll go worry about the... What do you call it? The... cauldron. And then when we're done with that, we're pretty much done in this town. Then we'll go Bryn Shander, then Tourmaline, then Lonelywood.
I
Good.
think that sounds okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, everything seems pretty good.
All
Alright.
We'll go ahead and wrap session here in a quick second, but first, everyone make me a perception check.
Oh,
For sure.
perception.
Why are you cracking with a cleric? You're supposed to be good at these.
I am. That doesn't mean I'm gonna roll. Let's roll with Walker's dice. Let's see if that one's nice to me. I can't do math. 21.
Natural 20!
No,
Natural
no,
20.
20.
Non-natural
Which is
20.
also technically a 21.
So everyone's is over 20. Yeah, looking around the bar, because you all did just get finished, like, dumping, like, a bunch of information and get, like, a bunch of stuff from an information broker. Kind of, like, taking a quick cursory glance around and just kind of being cautious and careful. You do notice one thing that is a little out of place.
Uh-oh.
As you all are kind of like looking around and like sharing your drinks with this little like halfling and trying to be like innocuous and inconspicuous, you see across the bar in his booth, Scython looking a little bummed out that his friends are drinking without it.
Oh.
He's
Just
trying to be
remote it?
stoic and hold it in, but he's just like, damn,
Don't be
betrayal,
scared that someone was eavesdropping and was gonna run out. No.
betrayal.
Can we gesture Scython?
Yeah,
over to
the
come
gesture for him to come
Oh,
over.
Absolutely. He comes over like a sad puppy.
Oh,
He's
I'll
like,
buy him a drink.
he's like, oh yes, friends. How's it? Oh, a drink. My word, you are a fine lady of absolutely unshakable class and valor. As he does like a very deep bow, and he's like, Nemetra, a drink for me and my friends. And she's like, I'm not a fucking servant witch. And he's like, yes, we've heard it all before. Drinks all around.
I'll just go up to her and I'll just place my order up front and I'll pay up front.
You place your order up front and pay up front. She gives you a serving tray and just hands it to you. And she
I'm
kind of like
so
glowers at you, but is like her eyes are more fixed on Scython, who is just wearing the biggest shit-eating grin.
I'll give her like 3 gold extra. I'm sorry.
She pockets
She'll-
it, and
she'll
her
go
expression
back.
does not change.
Yeah, that's fine. Alright.
He is so baby girl.
He is so
what do you
yes,
know
fine.
now?
baby girl.
We drink with Scython. We're just gonna go.
That's what we're in sessions. Just everybody drinking with Scythe.
Yeah.
It's what I think for a session.
All right, thank you for tuning in, everybody, to this tale of murder and mayhem.
Murder and drinking.
As
Seems
always,
to
I've
be
been your.
the...
Oh, sorry.
No, you go.
You first.
No, you go.
You're the player.
You go.
Don't make me do the squishy rat.
You think that has power over me?
I don't know.
It doesn't. Go.
Okay. As always, I've been your Dungeon Master, Walkmaniac C, and joining me are the real stars of the show, the ever amazing role players. Going in no particular order, we have Kaito playing Electra,
That's me.
Inu playing Lark Hemlock,
Hi.
and Nyla playing Alex.
Oh my god.
And we look forward to seeing you all in the next session, which, if we're lucky, will be in 2 weeks. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Woohoo.
All right, thank you all for tuning in, and have a great night. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.